everyone. My name is Julia White, Corporate Vice President of Microsoft Azure. Thank you so much for having me. Now, today I'm going to spend time covering how important the role of data plays in the successful digital transformations. Now, in fact, if there's one thing that 2020 has taught us is that data is truly the strategic asset for businesses today. During this time of uncertainty, one thing that we've observed is that no business is immune to sudden changes. And navigating these unprecedented times requires a new level of agility to deal with these sudden changes. And what we've observed is that organizations that have embraced their data as a strategic asset have fared better. These organizations have established the culture and the capabilities needed to be more agile, able to participate and predict disruptions, and pivot as needed to better serve their customers. Now, of course, doing this isn't easy. And given the realities of today, especially the volume, the variety, the velocity of data are all accelerating dramatically. And the complexity of creating an enterprise knowledge graph can at moments feel insurmountable. And in fact, IDC, analyst firm, predicts that by 2025, just 5 years from now, or 4 years from now, the world's data will climb to 175 zettabytes. To put that in perspective, if you were able to store the data in stacks of Blu-ray discs, you'd actually be able to go to the moon and back 23 times. That's what we're talking about. Now, without the right people, processes, and capabilities in place, it can be difficult to answer some of these very fundamental questions like, what data do I have? Is it trustworthy? Am I getting that data fast enough? Am I managing it in a compliant way? Now, getting the right answers to these questions is possible when all of your data assets are connected and managed in a cohesive fashion. This is when you truly enable a digital feedback loop within your organization and provide the foundation for a successful digital transformation. Now, at the heart of this digital feedback loop is, of course, data and AI. And when you harness the constant stream of data and apply AI to it, you're then able to better make decisions and have transformative processes. You can create those new experiences, the new ways of working, and of course, new outcomes. And the benefits of getting this right really are significant. Harvard Business Review found that the organizations that embrace data to drive transformations can see things like a 54% growth in revenue and profits, 62% enhancements in customer satisfaction, 45% faster time to market relative to their peer group, which is very remarkable. The stakes are high, and organizations' growth prospects ultimately depend on data at the core. Now, we understand what it takes to go through a digital transformation. We faced at Microsoft many of the same questions and challenges through our own digital transformation journey. And for us, it started with establishing a data foundation. Like most companies, our data historically operated in silos. We had data in disparate systems, forcing our teams to make isolated decisions. And by applying analytics and AI to these isolated data, it was even harder. So those deeper insights were frankly out of reach when we started on this journey. So our first step was to modernize our data estate and establish data foundations based on 5 core pillars. First was ensuring data quality, security, compliance, and governance, fundamentals. Then establishing that single source of truth for our data, connecting the different data products, modernizing the systems and tools that we use around our data, and then ultimately creating that unified data catalog. Now, from a scorecard perspective, we started by defining metrics that matter with scorecards that consisted of things like standardized governed metric definition for consistent calculations and reporting, automated data pipelines for data collection, and then reporting capabilities that are generated and refreshed automatically that include dashboards with self-service capabilities. From an analytics perspective, those actionable insights are generated from using analytics. These are insights that uncover distinct data states and trends and show timely actions. Now, today, if we look at our analytics capabilities, they have things like self-service analytic tools that enable both domain experts to generate their own insights by querying and visualizing the data and exploring those deeper correlations, as well as the ability to have tools to publish those reports and share the insights with everyone across the organization, so everyone can be doing database decision-making. And finally, with machine learning and AI, once we had that actionable insights created from analytics, we were able to then apply insights with intelligent experiences using machine learning and AI to improve our products, increase customer satisfaction, and boost employee productivity. Now, from our own experience working with customers around the globe, there are two key attributes for successful data-driven transformations. First is having the right data capabilities. And second, and very importantly, is establishing a data culture. So I want to unpack each of these items for a second. Let's first start with data capabilities, that foundational element. Now, successful data-driven transformations include these set of capabilities: that data modernization, right? Modernizing a data estate, establishing a foundation that is future-proof and connects all of your data. Then, of course, around cloud native applications, supporting those mission critical, high performance applications built on cloud native services and with those design principles. And of course, analytics and insight, right? Turning that data into actionable insight for everyone in your organization, not just the experts. And then applying data science and AI to your data to predict outcomes and move to those engaging, personalized experiences. And then, of course, underlying all of that is data governance, right? Discovering, protecting, providing access to data in a responsible and compliant way. So let's spend a minute on each of these areas just a bit more deeply. First, starting with data modernization as that first step, right? Migrating and modernizing your application databases allows you to focus on the application, not the database. And you no longer have to worry about things like scaling your applications to meet high demand, or security and management is dramatically simplified. And you're always up to date with a cloud-based database because those capabilities are always up to date and configured for you. Microsoft Azure, we deliver a robust portfolio of operational databases that support all of your data, whether it fits neatly into rows and columns, or it's a collection of images or files or audio or social sentiment. And whether it's migrating or modernizing an existing application or building a net new cloud native application, we have a database that fits your specific use case and needs. And of course, when it comes to data modernization, many of our customers have a very large estate of SQL servers on premises. And Microsoft is the SQL Server company. And we have perfected that SQL engine over 30 years of investment and reinvented it to be cloud native. When it comes to choosing a database, we know that you care about price performance, security, ease of use. And Azure SQL scores high across all of those dimensions. With Azure SQL, you can be confident in things like you're going to be getting the best price and price performance on any cloud. In fact, AWS is 5 times more expensive than Azure for running Windows Server and SQL Server on the cloud. And that SQL engine on Azure is fully consistent, whether it runs on premises, in the cloud, or on the edge. You don't need to reskill, no new learning for your database administrators or IT staff, because they use those same existing SQL skills in the cloud and they can hit the ground running. Again, no other cloud provider has this level of consistency in their database engine. And we've seen that customers that have migrated to Azure SQL are thrilled with the scalability, the cost and performance gains. And see by example of Komatsu, right? They were able to reduce cost by 49% and get 30% performance gains with SQL Azure. So that's the starting point. And we know while many of our customers are migrating and modernizing existing applications, we also see fantastic momentum for building net new cloud native applications. Now, these applications are powering important customer-centric business processes and applying innovative new cloud technologies like real-time personalization, ultra low latency experiences, and serving up customer customized algorithms that allow you to create those customized experiences. And when it comes to cloud native applications, Azure Cosmos DB is trusted by tens of thousands of customers for their most demanding and business critical applications. Because with Azure Cosmos DB, you get incredible scale and performance. Retailers like ASOS rely on Azure Cosmos DB to serve up 3,500 requests a second with response time of the 48th millisecond. And Safeway, they're leveraging Cosmos DB to develop a customized matching algorithm to provide relevant product recommendations for their customers to use in their favorite recipes. This was an experience that became hugely popular for Safeway when COVID-19 first hit and families were cooking at home more. For Symantec, a global cybersecurity provider, the ability to monitor security data all over the world is a worry of the past. With Cosmos DB, Symantec is able to monitor 40 million endpoints in 150 countries, responding to 15 billion requests a day in less than 1 second. Just stunning capability. And cloud native applications, they grow quickly over time, and they can reach petabytes of data for global companies. Coke is a fantastic example of a company that is exploiting this petabyte capability. With Cosmos DB, Coke is taking insights from thousands of its bottlers to generate real-time insights and analysis to power its business processes. Azure Cosmos DB is also loved by Microsoft and powers some of our most important applications, including Microsoft Teams. With Microsoft Teams, we're processing 1 trillion transactions per day and maintaining 6 nines availability, all running on Azure Cosmos DB. Pretty impressive. Now, of course, as the volume, the variety, the velocity of data continue to grow, so does the need to get to timely insights. This is so important. And Azure provides the scale and performance needed to deliver immediate insights on your business at a credible value. In this area, we offer Azure Synapse Analytics. And what it does, it combines big data, data warehousing, and data integration capabilities into a single unified service. It offers the most robust set of security capabilities of any cloud analytics vendor, and it protects your most valuable data. It also enables kind of real-time insights by bridging operational data with data stored in systems across your analytics systems, right? So operational and analytics systems can come together. This means you can get real-time insights from data stored in systems across your organization without having to move or copy it. This is a really significant breakthrough in analytics capabilities, and again, only available today with Azure. And of course, is our deep integration with Power BI, that kind of undisputed leader in BI. Power BI delivers impactful insights and those stunning visualizations so that everyone across the organization can get the insights they need easily. And that combination of Azure Synapse and Power BI really is simply unmatched in the market. And in fact, according to Forrester's Total Economic Impact Study, it can deliver 271% ROI over a 3-year period. So really has that bottom line impact as well. Now, a strong data and analytics foundation, of course, unlocks the potential of data science and AI. And Azure, again, empowers your teams with the most advanced machine learning capabilities built with responsible AI solutions. And what that means is you can be confident that your data scientists and your developers of all skill levels can apply machine learning to their work, whether they're experts in machine learning or they're really just getting started, because of course, every team will have some of both. And you can build machine learning models and AI solutions in a responsible fashion by empowering the data science teams to really understand those machine learning models, protect the data sets they're using, and control that end-to-end machine learning process, sometimes called machine learning ops, ML ops. And we've also worked with leading open source frameworks and languages, so you have the best-in-class experience using all of the open source tools available. Our customers in all industries are deploying machine learning solutions to transform their very critical business processes. And by incorporating Azure's responsible machine learning capabilities, EY, they were able to choose from the recommended models designed to mitigate bias. And by using Azure's responsible ML capabilities, SAS, the Scandinavian Airlines, is accurately identifying fraud with proficiency that just wasn't possible with prior methods. And the new system actually predicts fraud within 99% accuracy. And then lastly, Nestle, they're using Azure Machine Learning to uncover security threats faster and find scams that they otherwise would have missed. The security teams at Nestle are now notified of suspicious emails in just 1 hour, and they can process the full set of emails in 15 to 20 minutes. That literally for them was impossible before. So a wide range of capabilities around how you can use and deploy AI, whether it's personalized experiences or in managing security better. Now, and the last area of those data capabilities is data governance. And I know this is top of mind for every leader today. And as a business leader, if you don't know where your data is, you don't know what the future of your organization is. It's only when you have that complete understanding of your data and what kind of data it is that you're able to set appropriate policies at scale. And that's how you empower your employees across your organization to use data efficiently. And of course, there are urgent compliance needs today too. Today there's over 200 regulatory updates each day from governments and regulatory bodies around the world. It's incredibly difficult to keep track of all that as just one organization. Now, this is why we developed Azure Purview, a data governance service that discovers, catalogs, and helps assess compliance exposures across all of your on-prem data sitting across multiple clouds, and in SaaS solutions and those cloud applications as well. Now, Azure Purview is the only cloud service that lets you map all of your data, literally no matter where it resides. And it provides the critical information you need to govern data use and assess compliance risks, right? So from on-premise databases to data in other clouds to data in your Power BI reports, Azure Purview provides a view of your data state that previously just really, again, wasn't possible. And with Purview as seamlessly integrated with SQL Server, with Power BI, with Microsoft Information Protection and Microsoft 365, and of course, Azure Synapse Analytics, that provides you that consistent data catalog across all of those business areas. Customers, including Grenfus, are seeing incredible value in Azure Purview. They've scanned and classified more than 100 million assets across their data estate and over 16,000 Power BI workspaces in order to bring transparency and accelerate data sharing across the organization, which enables them to build solutions to help improve the environment as well as people's lives. So I'm not sure what's more important than that. All right, and taken together, Azure is able to provide this best-in-class capabilities for your organization to thrive today, but also tomorrow, right? It can't just be for now. And of course, as you would expect, Azure data services are very deeply integrated with services across the Microsoft cloud. This includes things like the common data model, right? Azure services support the common data model, a set of standard extensible data schema to work seamlessly with your line of business systems. And with the Power Platform, right, you can author rich Power BI reports directly within Synapse Analytics, and you can use Power Apps to build low-code applications based on the out-of-box connectors. And of course, finally, with Dynamics 365, you can connect Azure data sources with Dynamics 365 Customer Data Platform and get that 360-degree of customer view for deep audience insights. And I'm so proud to say that the world's leading brands trust Azure with their data, including on their most mission-critical business data. Now, of course, it's not just about data capabilities. It's also necessary to establish a data culture, as I mentioned, that second part of what that business transformation really looks like. So let's talk briefly about what data culture looks like. And rather than give a theoretical conversation, I want to just make it real. And a fantastic example of a company with a true data culture is Starbucks. And we work so closely with them. With over 100 million transactions per week and 30,000 stores worldwide, Starbucks really is at the cutting edge of what data and AI capabilities and culture looks like. Let's start with their personalized experiences. Their mobile app has more than 17 million active users, and they provide personalized experiences to each and every one of them. This was made possible by their data culture, powered by their data capabilities, which encourages focusing on understanding their customers through deep data analysis. In addition, recommending to their customers drinks based on the time of day. The app will suggest new products the customer might be interested in. And those recommendations are based on careful analysis of the customer's purchasing patterns, the time of year, the day, the weather, location. And while they have over 87,000 drink combinations, they're continually monitoring purchasing habits and evaluating menu modifications. All of this is powered on their digital flywheel program. Again, that ability to take capability and culture and put them together, promoting data-driven action impact-oriented decisions. They also do things like using data to identify store locations. They develop a tool that evaluates massive amounts of data, proximity to other Starbucks locations, demographics, traffic patterns, and that helps them know exactly where to open a store and what that means for the existing stores when they do. And then lastly, empowering their employees, right? Azure is using data in Azure to securely connect their coffee machines to enable predictive maintenance, reduce waste, manage energy consumption, and provide that drink consistency that all of their baristas want to offer and all of their customers love. Again, just another example of how data is used in that capabilities and the culture. When they come together, you create these incredible experiences. And as you've seen with Starbucks, the impact of a data culture can have an enormous impact on the experience they can offer. That same Harvard Business Review reports that I referenced earlier, it shows that the companies that embrace a data-driven culture experience a 4 times improvement in revenue performance and better customer satisfaction. Really phenomenal results. And when you tap into the right data capabilities and that data culture, you tap into your unique potential, right? Opportunities for you to better anticipate and serve your customers, transform your products, empower your employees, and optimize your operations better than your peers, right? It's about being competitive and offering that first. So thank you so much for your time. And there's, of course, wonderful next steps we can take together as you think about your transformation and how data is at the center of that. Thank you so much for having me and really enjoy the rest of the event.